platforms at KTN News KE, and Demian Evans is with us on sign language. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? And tonight we begin where we need to begin, with Meg Whitman, because she has tendered her resignation as United States ambassador to Kenya. Whitman, who has served since the year 2022, conveyed her decision through a press statement stating that she had submitted her resignation to the outgoing President Joe Biden. Now, that resignation comes amid backlash from a section of Kenyans who insist on her recall back to Washington, accusing her of, among other things, interfering with Kenya's affairs, including the local politics. And as KTN senior political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki now reports, Marc Dillard will be in charge until a new ambassador is appointed by the incoming administration of Donald Trump.
In a letter wired to newsrooms Wednesday, outgoing United States Ambassador Meg Whitman said, and I quote, "Today, I announced to my team at the U.S. Embassy that I submitted my resignation to President Biden." Further, Whitman said, "It has been an honor and privilege to serve the American people through strengthening our partnership with Kenya." End of quote.
What I witnessed was nothing short of remarkable.
Meg saying U.S. has a new president set to be sworn in January, wishing him the very best. In her letter, Meg Whitman underscored the close collaboration between the two nations in fostering economic development, saying she had focused on expanding ties that saw trade, jobs, and U.S. investment in Kenya move to a historic highs because of the efforts. Meg Whitman's resignation comes on the back of a backlash from a section of Kenyans who accused her of silencing issues bedeviling the country, such as perceived corruption, extrajudicial killings, and abductions, particularly after the June Gen Z movement protests, during which dozens were killed by police and many more were arrested. The criticism intensified following Donald Trump's victory, with some calling for Whitman's immediate recall. Whitman has sparked controversy since her arrival in the country and has been criticized for her perceived interference with Kenya's domestic affairs, including 2022 general elections that saw Azimio presidential candidate Raila Odinga call out the U.S. ambassador. However, President William Ruto defended her.
Kenya held what many analysts and commentators say was the freest, fairest, and most credible election in Kenyan history.
I want to tell a rogue ambassador, leave Kenyans alone. Keep your mouth shut when you're here. Otherwise, we will call for your recall back to your country.
The American ambassador said two statements of facts. She said the last election was the freest and the fairest in the history of Kenya, which is a statement of fact.
This will be America's new golden age.
All eyes are on Donald Trump to see who will be appointed the next ambassador to Kenya. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News.